Hello everyone and welcome to the Deercast. Today we've got another kit review for you and we're looking at the Walther Hunter Knife set. Retails for $69.99 and it is, as you can see, a three-piece knife set with a bone saw, sort of small skinning knife, large knife with a gut hook on it, and it comes in this pouch that stores all three implements and attaches to your belt on there. I should say you can get this in both this blaze orange colour or black. Both been using it for a little while, so just thought we'd let you know our thoughts.
I've done probably 3 or 4 valid of these, and there's definitely some positives. I like the fact that you get three different things. Obviously, the bone saw is pretty essential, but actually having 2 separate knives is quite helpful because you can use this little knife for the sort of finer detail work. Getting around the back passageways, doing the necks. And just like separating things, and you can use this one that's kind of a thicker profile metal for kind of the more bruising work, like getting the legs, skinning or what have you. I like the sort of ergonomics of this, for instance, because you've got these little sort of things, so you can put your fingers around it and you can kind of get some quite you can do some quite detailed work on it. So that's a nice little knife. This one is quite a bruiser really. It's got a good big gut hook on it, so you can kind of you can open up your sternum or what have you, and actually it's got a big enough scallop on it that you can get a steel in there, so you can sharpen it, which I thought was quite handy because a lot of them are a bit small.
You wouldn't want that just on its own,
no,
because it's too big. Like I couldn't get into back passages and bits and pieces like that. It was too fat. You do sort of need the two on there together, don't you?
Exactly. I like the fact they're orange as well, because I mean, how many times do you leave a green or a black knife and you just never see it, and it's late at night or whatever.
This was probably the one out of the 3 I was most impressed with in terms of design, because actually being able to put your finger through there, and also that I found was a good length. Some others I found was a bit too short. So that I was probably most impressed with.
And it's got a little stop on the end, which I know most of them have, but it's quite you're not going to punch or anything with this stop on the end, which I thought was quite good. Drawbacks. I don't like the case. I don't see the point in it really.
It's quite. I think unless you were in a larder processing lots of deer in one go, I just don't think you'd have that strapped onto your leg, would you?
No, like you say, unless you're working like an abattoir or something, or whatever. Doing loads of carcasses. You're never going to take it out with you. So when I took it out with me, I kind of left it in the car and just sort of kept the knives in it. So wasn't a big fan of that. The steel on them isn't amazing. I mean, they're 60 quid. So 3 knives for 60 quid, 20 quid each. It's pretty. You can't expect much really for that. But I did 2, I think, with this and with both of them actually, and they were pretty dull. I didn't strop them in between. So if I'd done that, maybe I could have sort of extended it a bit. But yeah, the steel's not amazing, but it's quite good value actually. 60 quid for three knives, including the bone saw.
Yeah, and I think providing you're prepared to sort of give them a good sort of sharpen or a good run on a steel every now and then, I'm sure they'd be fine. They just didn't hold an edge for perhaps as long as some of the more high quality stuff.
Those are my main thoughts, I think.
No, I think I'd probably agree entirely with that. Not the best quality steel, but at the same time, for 60, 70 quid, you get three knives, and I don't think you can really complain at that.
Well, thank you very much for tuning in for another Deercast video, and join us again next time.